Well, this morning we have been reflecting on the highs and lows of our year. How has 2017 treated you?
Do you know what? I've really enjoyed this year. And the most important things in life, my best friend got the all clear from breast cancer, so that was amazing news. But just so many lovely things have happened, and I was living out in the country and I was feeling a bit lonely, and I've moved back to London, reconnected with a lot of my friends who I haven't seen, so moving back to the city. My daughter's changed schools and that transition's worked really well. Just lots of really nice things. Been house hunting with Eddie. We found a place that we're going to move into in 2018.
Oh!
So I've really enjoyed this year.
So did you start off the year with a change plan, if you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I remember, because obviously we say it every year, the year's gone so quickly, but I remember in January thinking, right, I need to make these changes, because a friend of mine actually said it to me, and he said, you can talk about things, and before you know it, you've been talking about something for 5 years. So I decided to just take the ball by the horns and just do it, like look for a place to live with Eddie and just look for new schools and just did everything, and it's all worked out really well. But it's a bit of a gamble, and I'm not a great one for change, to be honest, so... But it has worked out well.
Did Eddie like it when you took him by the horns?
Yes, he did. He loved it, Kate.
How about you, Linda?
Well, I wanted to get healthier and fitter because I didn't do any exercise or anything, and I was drinking quite a lot of wine. I wasn't eating very healthily, so I think it was about January, Loose Women asked me would I go on a sugar-free diet.
And you didn't want to do it.
And I didn't want to do it. They showed me in donuts how many calories I was drinking in wine, so that scared the life out of me. The kids were also worried because at 10 o'clock every night I'd start having a glass of wine and then it'd turn into a bottle of wine. So for the first couple of weeks it was really, really hard, but then it got easier. I've also been doing steps. I've been going down to Barry's boot camp, so I feel like I'm quite a lot healthier. I had a little scare earlier on in the year. My sister had breast cancer. They were worried that she had secondary cancer. It had gone into her bones. Thank God it hadn't. It was just arthritis, not just arthritis, but it's arthritis when you compare to what it might have been. And I just want to spend some more time with my children, really, because I've spent quite a lot of travelling this year. I did Gonzapot, so I was away for quite a long time. So I've just decided that next year I'm just going to spend more time with my family, enjoying time with them, really.
And do you feel better?
I do feel much better for it.
Because your face you look clearer and brighter and healthier. Look at the difference
Have you just
in you.
stopped drinking now? You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
drink?
I don't drink now. No.
Yeah.
I just have the sparkling water.
If you don't mind me asking, how much weight have you lost? I mean, you can see that there's a big difference
Well
there.
over 2 stone. I try not to get on the scales every day.
That's
You just drive yourself around the bend.
amazing.
And you did it it's weight loss for all the right reasons. It's just because that was a side effect of changing your habits.
Yeah.
I think health is such a key thing. I think you can make all the plans in the world, but it's when health comes into it, that's when you realise that's the most important thing. And for me, obviously, last year I had the hysterectomy, and then there was a few complications health-wise where they discovered something when they're in there. And I only got the all clear from that sort of at the beginning of the year. So the beginning of the year started quite dark. But what it did was it triggered something in my head in that I thought, you know what, you have to seize the day. You don't know how long you have. So I'd always wanted a little nippy sports car. I got a little nippy sports car. And then little did I know that Nick would also be thinking, seize the day. So I ended the year married, which I didn't know was going to happen. Which was amazing. That was a complete surprise.
You've had a real year of contrast then, haven't you?
It started off quite sad and scared, and then has ended up, everything is brilliant. Brilliant. Couldn't be happier. It's really great.
Really good.
Really good. And that's life, isn't it? It's about light and shade, and it's taking the shade and working through it, because I know on the flip side, my year's got better. Kay, you haven't had a great year, and
it's funny, we always count in years, don't we? It's just, but time goes on, doesn't it? And I've never really sort of seen the big turn of the year. We lost my dad this year, which, was devastating for all of us, and my mum also has had real illness this year and is still struggling with that. So from that point of view, it's been a really difficult year for our family. But we have got through it, or we're getting through it. We're very much together. My brother and I are working together. My mum is trying so hard. I mean, she is an amazing woman. And it's funny, it was the same when my dad was really ill and then my mum's really ill. I've always admired them, but I almost admire them more in illness than before, because the way that they have dealt with the challenges has been phenomenal. So You've got to try and take something from it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Or else you just go down. You don't
Yeah,
wanna do that.
and your family is healthy and strong and together, you and Ian and the girls, and you know
Yeah.
that is all good. That's goodness to take from it.